Well, I am back from French Polynesia, Australia, Tonga, Nui. I went on a little bit of a lap there of the South Pacific. But I am back on Calico skies, and it is time for me to start getting the boat ready for the season. After 7 weeks away, I'm finally back aboard Calico skies in Fiji. I left Delos and Tonga feeling ready to take steps forward. But stepping back onto my own boat comes with a different weight. There's a lot to do, and I'm not entirely sure where to start. The most pressing issue is to haul out. A few months ago, during a squall, Calico dragged anchor and made contact with a reef. The hull needs to be inspected thoroughly. On top of that, I've developed a nasty leak in the centerboard system, which makes it too risky to move the boat anywhere else. The yard where I'll haul out is remote and a bit lonely. Not exactly where I would choose to face these issues, especially now that I'm on my own, but I'm not entirely alone in this. The Delos crew will be arriving in Fiji in a few weeks, and a few people I've recently met around the marina have already offered a hand. For now, the only way forward is to start. Before the haul out, I'm tackling a few simpler projects to build momentum and to prepare myself for whatever I might find once the boat is out of the water. You can see where it's coming apart there. There's a crack in the set screw assembly. So that's not good, that could fail on me. You could thank Harkin for making, I think this is like, I forget what it's called. It spins the torque tube on the furler. It's like made out of plastic. So like this shouldn't be replaced. I had to do this twice now. This is what takes the furling line. And you can see the furling line is shortened and damaged, so I'm gonna pull it out. I added a second block, so I'm hoping that fixes that problem. I bought it and had it come from the US. It's right here. I think I needed to bring this in from here. Just rubbing on that. We'll try it. I feel like I'm replacing furling lines every year. Okay, old furling line is out. I'm gonna take apart the drum next. First problem, it's corroded shut. I gotta take the cage off for the furling line, and I can't get it without breaking, so gotta go find some PB blaster. Typical frustrations. If I could get in here, I'd be able to get to the cracked piece. If I could get this off, I can get into the cracked piece. Both of them are C-shut. I'd be PB blasted them, they're starting to strip. I think I have a better chance of getting off this cage. It's bigger hardware, but typical boat project. I always find it amazing, all the wear and tear that all these miles at sea cause. I feel that when crossing oceans, the fault in each piece of gear becomes revealed. While a weekend sailor may never find these issues, the thousands of hours of sailing required across an ocean seem to bring every issue to light. This time it's an exploded fitting on my whisker pole. Today I'm working on repairing this broken end of my spinnaker pole. Got a new end in. Shockingly, none of these were corroded in. This is actually some sort of like plastic, not aluminum, so I guess I didn't have any corrosion issues. Now I'm just gonna try to knock this out. I did notice like I had a little snatch block here temporarily, but it did cause some damage to the pole. Some pretty deep gouges. You can't really tell on camera, but it's obviously not the right setup, so be glad to get this in. Right now, gotta rerun the Dyneema. This is what pops the pin. This is the old pin, I just cut it out. I'm trying to rerun this Dyneema line through here, up to here. It's fractured like, jeez. Okay, I just got this pulled through. The new Dyneema, it was very, very small. You can see the little pipe in there. Okay, so the new one is in. That went in much easier than the old one. The control line is in. Now I just got to drill some holes to get the machine screws in. Boy, is it hot out there today. Still working on that furler. I let it soak for like 2 days with PB blaster. Finally got the screw out. Very corroded. Maybe it wasn't tough gelled, I don't know. I took a blowtorch and smell grease, but now I can finally reassemble this. So you can see this is the cracked one. It just failed right there. Can't believe that's how they engineer these things these days. Totally not cool. It's my second time doing this. two different Harken Furlers. We replaced this Furler in Annapolis in 2020. It's only 5 years old. And then we had an old one that broke in Grenada. So here's the cage I took off, had it tied so I don't lose it. Broken one, new one. I'm gonna have to go get some tough gel now. Finally got that disc on. It's been like a 4-day project. Something was slightly out with the tolerance, so I wound up drilling out this screw a little bit just to get more space. So this is now on. Now the rest is put the cage on, put the new furling line on, and eventually the sail. But this was supposed to be my start-off project where it makes me feel good about myself, but it took 4 days, so it's kind of funny. Okay, so today is a big day. I am finally taking Calico out of the water after the Reef incident. I have Brian here from Delos who's going to help me get her out of the water, which is cool. And yeah, I'm kind of interested what the bottom looks like this morning when it comes out. I've dove it, obviously, but I haven't seen it. So yeah, big day. Oh boy, big day.
What's the plan, Bill?
Get this boat back in the water immediately. Yeah, it's going to be a big day. It's a big day coming. What, 6 months? See what the damage is really like now.
6 months ago.
6 months ago, yeah. So it's kind of a little bit nervous right now.
Real shallow.
Making me kind of nervous right now. I don't like swinging around like this. What are we doing? Why are we moving? A lot of motion.
Sierra's down there watching Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
Hi, Sierra.
What a weird childhood she has. Watching Paw Patrol while boats being lifted out of the water.
I know.
She's not interested. She's just gonna watch Paw Patrol.
Nope. Nothing to see here. Two lonely boats, huh? Not exactly a luxury boatyard, eh, Bill?
Not Penasco. There's no community here. All by myself.
Good motivation to get in and out quick, though.
5 days, I'm telling you. We did yours in 10.
Yeah.
We did mine in 5.
I'm gonna hand you to Bill, okay? You ready? No, you're okay. We got you. 1, 2, 3. Got her? Yep. Alright.
That was good you guys were here. That would have been kind of hard on my own. The line handlers.
Boat? Bill's boat doing?
Flying!
It's flying, huh?
Flying boat?
Flying boats. Calico Skies, the little boat that could fly.
A little bit that good.
Not too bad, though.
That's true. Well, so far she looks pretty good, I'd say. Damage looks pretty minimal considering I bounced off a reef. I can't tell everything yet because there's still some growth on it. There's no gap in the keel. I played at the rudder. There's not any play in the bushing, which is great. Might have gotten really lucky here. We'll know more soon. The major item for me to do is the centerboard is what I got to deal with while I'm out. That was leaking. I was in the port side sail locker here, mapping out a dry exhaust replacement. Our cast iron pipes are all rusty and they need to be changed out, and I think our mixing elbow as well. Irregardless, I was down there cleaning up a little bit and vacuuming, and I noticed water coming out of the centerboard assembly. The centerboard has, a couple pipes and shiv boxes, and it's ultimately all below the water line to allow the cable to come out of the keel. and it's weeping. It's definitely a leak, and there's no through hole on the centerboard system. It's all just open to the seawater, so it's sort of a major problem. Right now I have rescue tape on, which is a self-acclimating tape. It's slow to leak, but it's still leaking. The bilge pump has increased like 5 times a day. Nothing crazy, but when I pull up the tape, you'll see it spraying out. I think my fix is going to be underwater epoxy, like water epoxy that can set, JB Weld water. But I can't mess it up. If I have to grind that off, I'd be grinding on the weld that's already damaged from the corrosion. So it's sort of like I have to get it straight first. This is the winch. So this is the cabling to the centerboard, and this is the winch. This pipe goes all the way down to here, which is where there's a sheave or a block that's taking that cable, directing it towards the bilge, 90-degree turn. And then there's a second one of these in the bilge that puts it down to the keel. All these are welded pipe to the welded to stainless steel box. Right now I have a hose clamp and some rescue tape on it, but I'm going to open that up. It's pretty big. Pretty good leak, eh, Derek?
Yeah.
You think the epoxy's going to be able to take that up?
We'll see. I don't know.
You think it's too much?
I think it'll be tough. Underwater epoxy from JB Weld.
Underwater epoxy. It's 2-part. I'm just mixing it up and trying to jam it in there. I was able to get the leak stopped, but this obviously is not a long-term solution. I'll address this issue permanently while hauled out. Centerboard, I'm going to pop it out now and let them lower the boat. So I think it'd be very hard to stand the boat so high. They could jack me up like this. That might be a problem. The fiberglass is not adhere here. So far I would say so far so good. I'm a little bit bummed that the rudder is delaminating. That's a little weird. We were pretty careful fixing that, but definitely good to see. I think the first step is we're going to sand the bottom, and we're going to see if there's any other damages that are present. I think I could hear delamination in it, so it's got to be ground out and probably fiberglassed, and the rudder is going to require some more fiberglass work. The centerboard is detached. The yard did that, the centerboard cable, so I could pull that new one through. And I'll make the connection when the boat gets lifted up in the travel lift again. Yeah, let's go crush it. This is unfortunate. I don't know why it's not sticking. At least there's still glass there though, at least not down to the foam. I've never had that problem with epoxy before in cloth. This you could hear. Not ringing. Right now I'm just kind of taking stock of the hull, see what all the damage is. I think when I have them sanded, that will reveal maybe other spots too, so that would be helpful. I'm just trying to do like a visual inspection of the boat first. Just making sure it's good glass. A lot of times when you hit the keel, the aft edge shoves up into the back of the boat here, like that's where the damage occurs, but it's still ringing loud. Trying to make sure nothing's wrong with the boat. You can see here, at least there's no separation in the keel joint. The 5200 is still there. This is solid lead. This is glass. Upon further inspection, the rudder seems to hold more surprises. I noticed some rust stains at the top of the rudder. Well, I don't like that rust I see coming out of the rudder. Probably means something was corroding internally and water got in. So I'm going to start breaking the connections to the rudder and dropping it. Kind of a pain in the butt, but I don't know, this is why you haul out, look for things, I guess. So I'm gonna start that now, get in a hole and start breaking down those connections. I feel like I've done this, it's like Groundhog Day over here. I've dropped this rudder a lot of times now. But here we go. Brian's coming to help me drop the rudder. I think it's the second time he's helped me drop the rudder, funny enough. We also helped him Penasco. But yeah, see what's going on. It's got to make sure there's not major damage or rusting, or we'll see.
So
5200.
was it split or what?
No, but
You had to straighten that shaft?
yeah.
So it bent like up here.
Yeah, it bent right though, pushing.
So did you fill that with anything when you
Yeah.
straightened the shaft?
After I did, I put
After you straightened it?
I poured epoxy in there, and I think
Oh, so there was a big gap there?
a little gap, yeah. Not a big,
which probably wasn't there before.
probably was tighter, the foam.
Hmm.
Hey, so Mr. Brian thinks we should drill a hole and see if any water comes out.
I think so.
That's probably the worst part. That was perfectly dry stuff that came out too.
Yep.
Deeper down?
Yeah. It's easy to fill, you know?
Yeah.
Just clean that up and have a look at it. Thanks.
Maybe should I jack up that side and see if it runs down?
Oh, not a bad idea.
Join me next time, where I'll uncover what's really going on with my rudder and push through a marathon of projects. I've got just 5 days to finish everything, or I'll be stuck spending the weekend alone in the boatyard. Let's see if I can make it.